Hello my dear CMA final students, a warm welcome to all of you. So the main agenda of this video is to give you the guidance relating to corporate financial reporting paper of CMA final level. So I am going to explain you how you are going to approach this subject so that it will help you to strategize and plan your studies relating to this. Now, first thing you need to understand is CFR is a most dynamic subject which is very much relevant in the today's world. So having knowledge about this subject is not only helpful for your academic career, later when you go to the corporates for working, the knowledge of this will definitely help you. So everyone should learn this subject in a proper manner. That is my intention. Now the second thing is, I have spoken with many of the students. Now how they are approaching corporate financial reporting. Most of the times I am getting the answer is that, sir, we have seen the marathon videos, we have seen the revision videos, and we went to the examination and we have not performed well. Eventually we failed. See, the point is, revision videos, marathon videos are good only when you already cover the entire syllabus. The idea of revision videos, marathon videos, is to quickly brush up the entire concepts. So to save some time, last minute, so revision. So only when you listen to the complete classes or only when you completed reading once, then these marathon and revision videos will help you. So don't be under the impression that 10 hours, 20 hours revision videos will do wonders. So they are not magic wands. So those who feel or those who say that, sir, we passed only because of these marathon videos, revision videos, don't believe them. Already they have some knowledge, and now with this revision video, so they able to quickly revise the entire syllabus and they complete it. So don't be under the impression that entirely because of these 10 hours, 20 hours videos, so they pass the subject. That is not possible. So you have to learn the subject in a proper manner. You should cover the entire syllabus in a comprehensive manner. And don't look for shortcuts. See, when you look for shortcuts, what happens is, these days, papers you are seeing, CA final papers or CMA final papers, you see, these are all professional courses. The standards of the papers are of top notch. So therefore, don't expect that the papers are going to be easy. And if you read only 40% of the syllabus, 50% of the syllabus, 60% of the syllabus, so I can pass the exams. So not possible. Unless and until you have an overall idea about the syllabus. So, and you prepare the subject in a qualitative manner and you listen to the classes properly, it is not possible to crack any exams. Okay. And let us discuss how we are going to approach corporate financial reporting. See, the first thing, when you want to tackle any paper, not only corporate financial reporting paper, understanding the syllabus and weightage of each chapter, that is most important, because how much time I need to allocate for each chapter, how much time I need to spend. Suppose there is a chapter which will come only 7 marks for 7 marks. So how much time I can spend for this 7 marks? Suppose there is another chapter which comes for 20 marks. So how much time I can spend? So this prioritization is required when you are starting preparation of the subject. For that, understanding the syllabus and weightage is very much important. So get familiar with the core syllabus and the importance of each topic. So it is very unfortunate, most of the students doesn't know what is there in the syllabus. Even if they know, so they don't know how much is the weightage of this chapter. They're spending too much time on unnecessary topics or the topics which will give less marks only. So therefore, see, I have prepared a little bit analysis of the entire syllabus, sir. I have divided entire corporate financial reporting subject into 20 chapters. So for my classroom discussion, I have divided like this for easiness of teaching. So chapter name, weightage as per the CMA study material, and last 2 attempts, June 2024 attempt, December 2023 attempt, how many marks the particular chapter came for exams, and what is the level of effort required for the student. See, this is very interesting and there is very important also. See, not all chapters require a full attention or full focus. Only some chapters require full attention and focus. So therefore, even some chapters, if you learn casually also, that is more than sufficient. So there are, in the entire syllabus, there are only 5 or 6 chapters which requires your complete concentration. So therefore, this effort column will make you understand which chapter you need to put lot of efforts. So some students might say, sir, every chapter I need to put high effort, sir. Okay, those are exceptional students. So, but in general, I am saying. And the last thing is category. So according to my experience and based on the previous year's examinations, so which chapter under which category. So this will also help you to prioritize. So the thing is that first you prepare category A chapters and B, and then C chapter depending upon the time requirements. But remember, the golden mantra is have a comprehensive knowledge. It is not that, sir, I prepared only 50%, 60%, not possible. At least 75 to 80% you should study well. Remaining 20 also I am not suggesting to leave. So just at least a one-time reading is also required. Because see, these days exams have become like this. The chapter you prepare well, from that chapter you may get one unexpected question. The chapter which you have not prepared at all, a easy question may come from that chapter. So at least if you read once that chapter, so even a simple question may ask it, even if you write 50 to 60%, then you will get some marks which help you to get good score. So therefore, I am not suggesting leave some chapters, but priority. Which chapters will give you good marks and which chapters under A category, B category, I have prepared an analysis here. Now see, sir, first in corporate financial reporting paper, you have Ind AS. Roughly there are 13 Ind AS directly there in the corporate financial reporting paper. Indirectly another 3 Ind AS are there. So in entire corporate financial reporting paper, you are going to learn roughly there are 16 to 17 Ind AS you are going to learn. But 13 Ind AS, you will get 25% weightage. So Ind AS 8, 16, 23, 21, 38, 36, 12, 116, 102, 115, 108, 113, 13 Ind AS. And I have given you relating to each Ind AS. So what is the total weightage of all Ind AS is 25. If you see the last 3 items exactly, so last 3 items you see, last 2 items you see, so around 20 to 25. Sometimes it may up to 25 to 30 marks will come from Ind AS. Leaving Ind AS, taking choice of Ind AS is very, very risky. So I am not suggesting, because most of the students nowadays are skipping Ind AS. So it is not at all good. It is too much risky. At least rather I have one good strategy relating to Ind AS. What you can do is you can prepare solidly 5 or 6 Ind AS. Remaining 5 or 6 Ind AS, even if you cover it, brush it up once, okay, by solving some questions, that is sufficient. So that's why I have given here the category. And you see, from the last 2 attempts, I am saying this. So some Ind AS, they are quite frequently they are asking, like impairment of assets. You see, last 2 attempts there is a question. And leases, examiner's favorite, last 2 attempts there is a question. And based on my experience, I can say that Ind AS 16, property, plant, equipment, borrowing cost standard, the effects of changes in foreign exchange rates, impairment of assets, leases, and then this one, revenue from contracts with customers, fair value measurement. So 8 Ind AS, 8 Ind AS, these 8 Ind AS, you prepare well. A category. A category Ind AS, you study in depth. And I have given you the level of effort also. You see this. So for example, Ind AS 36, impairment of assets. So which requires high level of effort because the standard is very much deep in its knowledge. And one more thing I have observed is majority of the materials which is coming in the market for CMA, corporate financial reporting paper, they are not sufficient. they are covering only the summary of Ind AS, which is not at all sufficient. Because if you observe the question papers, see, the questions are coming from all the concepts. They can ask from any concept. But if you see the CMA study material, the standards are given in a summarized manner, and they have not covered, they have not given questions relating to all concepts. So, sir, I will solve only CMA study material. Is it sufficient? My answer is no, they are not sufficient. For example, if you see, for example, Ind AS 36, impairment of assets. Impairment of assets, study material contains 3 or 4 sums. That too, those questions are not covering all the concepts. But in my material relating to Ind AS 36, impairment of assets, approximately I have given 20 questions. So that if you listen to my classes properly, I made it in such a manner that so each and every concept I covered it in the discussion as well as in the form of questions. So in the market, you see, majority of the materials are in a summarized manner. They are not sufficient. So my suggestion to the students is, before purchasing anything, so please make an analysis whether this is covering only CMA material. CMA material itself is not sufficient for CMA final level. If you want, you can check 1 or 2 random Ind AS. For example, you take impairment of assets. You check it, how many questions are there. Whether questions covering all the areas are there in the CMA study material? No. So therefore, we need to solve some extra questions also, covering all the aspects. And prepare Ind AS in a comprehensive manner. See, suppose you are preparing 7 or 8 Ind AS. And if you prepared in a summarized manner, and if in the exams, suppose they have given a question relating to particular concept, and you prepared, you solved only 2 or 3 questions. So I think you are not going to answer it properly. So learning Ind AS is very, comprehensively is very important. So don't fall into this trap. Learn completely in a comprehensive manner. Majority of the materials, majority of the classes in the market, they are not sufficient. They are not covering everything relating to CFR. But we made an effort that we cover everything, so that we learn Ind AS in a comprehensive manner, so that you will get a confidence. So in exams, suppose if any question asked from any concept, you can able to answer it. And after Ind AS, sir, you have 3 more chapters like valuation of shares, accounting of financial instruments, NBFCs. Of course, this easily you can do this, and this is for 15 marks weightage, 15%. See, in this, the valuation of shares chapter is a category chapter. Every time there is a question, see, last 2 items, 7 marks, 7 marks. So usually you can grab 7 marks and you can prepare this chapter quite easily. And of course, financial instruments. So this chapter requires high level of effort. That's what I said. So therefore, it is a B category chapter. And the most important chapters are business combinations, restructuring, consolidated financial statements, and separate financial statements. See, business combination and restructuring 20%, consolidated financial statements 20%. That means 40% of your syllabus comprises only 2 chapters. That is business combination and restructuring and consolidated financial statements. And if you look at the last 2 attempts, so from business combination 21, from consolidated financial statements 18, 14. Level of effort required, very high level of effort is required. That's why majority of the students are giving this as a choice, which is not at all advisable. So at least you should be able to solve 50% of the question. So that means you need to put a lot of efforts to master these chapters, and these are A category. And after that, we have recent developments in financial reporting, government accounting. So 10%, 10%. And constantly they are asking 2 questions from this chapter. And these are also A category. So that means if you look at from 17th chapter to 20th chapter, these 4 chapters together 60% of the weightage. And Ind AS 25% of the weightage. Valuation of shares, accounting for financial instruments, NBFCs 15% weightage. And A category I have given, level of effort also I required. So this level of effort is given keeping in mind that how focused the student should be when he is practicing that particular chapter. And to give you confidence that there are certain topics which are very easy, even less and casual effort will also sufficient to master those chapters. So with that intention, I have given this effort column. Okay. And you know how the paper structure will be. See, 30 marks MCQ. Sir, can I need to prepare MCQ separately? The answer is no. No need to prepare MCQ separately. See, once you cover the syllabus comprehensively, MCQs will automatically take care. But some students are doing a mistake that they are solving MCQs separately without understanding the chapter, without covering the syllabus in a total manner. So then I think you are not going to solve MCQs properly, because to solve the MCQs, first you should know what is there in that particular chapter. You should have an idea about the concept, then MCQs will be quite easy. So I am not suggesting to prepare MCQs separately. First, give preference to cover the chapter, entire syllabus, at least 75 to 80%. Then MCQs will automatically take care. No need to make a separate preparation. So this is the analysis of the syllabus. So first step is we are understanding the syllabus and its weightage. Now we know which chapter comes for how many marks, what is the level of effort we require, and what is the category of that chapter. Now the second thing is have a study plan with classes. We are going to release the CFR classes, sir. Now with that classes, you can plan the study, and at the time of giving classes, we will give you the study plan. So how many hours? So you need to watch every day, so that within a span of 60 days or 70 days, you can complete the entire syllabus in a simplified, in a easy manner. But the thing is that you should be regular in watching the classes. So that will help you. So one day, so I worked for 5 hours. Next day, I worked for only half an hour. So that is not good. So consistently you need to, consistency is the important thing in professional exams. You should be progressive. Every day you should be consistent. So second thing is planning with classes. Once you understand the syllabus, next you need to watch the classes properly every day, and accordingly you need to make the study plan. And this we will take care. We will, at the time of giving classes itself, we will give the study plan. And practice questions. Sir, in corporate financial reporting, sir, practice makes you perfect. In classroom, we are going to solve the questions, but there are certain restrictions in the classes. So we cannot solve all the questions. Of course, we will cover majority of the questions. There are some still questions may be left. So those questions you need to practice, or the questions which we have already solved in the classroom, you practice it. Because solve the practice questions to reinforce your understanding and identify areas for improvement. So whether I am able to, I'm able to write the answers completely or not, where my, answer is going not well. So all these things you have to make a self-improvement. So self-improvement is the best thing in the world. And last thing is revision. Sir, revision is mother of success, sir. So revision, as you revise number of times, your quality of answer and quickness in the exams will come. How I can manage time, sir? Only through revision. Because if you revise, it will fit into your mind. So in examination, you can easily recollect and you can write the answers. So therefore, revise number of times. So that's why in my recorded classes, what I have tried is, I have made a cumulative revision, so that in the classroom itself, so revision will be completed. So revision. So therefore, my dear students, so this is how you need to approach the CFR. I explained you the syllabus and its weightage, so that accordingly, you can prioritize the topics. You know which topic coming for which marks. And of course in the paper, for example, first 30 marks MCQ first question, then next we have 7 questions. Out of 7 you need to answer 5. So each question will have 7 marks. Each question will have A, B. In that 7 marks, 14 marks will come. Now for example, second question, there may be a question from accounting Ind AS. Third question may be relating to valuation of shares. Like that, there is a pattern. So I am going to show in my classroom the pattern of question paper also. Here that is not relevant, so that's why I am not showing here. So this is how you need to approach. So remember these 4 things: understanding the syllabus. So this analysis will help you to understand the syllabus completely, and based on that you can prioritize and have a study plan with my classes and practice the questions regularly and revise it. So all the best. So very soon we are going to launch the classes. Thank you.